Well, the Spotlight project evolved from an earlier piece, and that piece was called Myth of Dreams of Stuffalo. And the Stuffalo were these small stuffed toy buffalo that had anthropomorphized into, one of them was a cowboy riding a human mount through the open fields of Oklahoma. And the next one was a Wiley Post-era buffalo who was on a plane taking off. And then the last one was a space buffalo, if you will, who was looking at the remains of a deceased cow on just the bones, pretty much, from his spaceship. And that whole project really made me think that this was a good device, possibly, to take further and use the buffalo to explore more serious themes. It also references Sir Thomas More's Utopia, and that the buffalo scene, how they, because what the Spanish folklore does is he gives them this vision of what their life will become. He sees the first two see these buffalo corpses piled by the trains from our reality, and then so they go forth to create their perfect reality, and it sort of explores this idea that utopia is impossible to create.
With Sarah's, I loved her proposal for Buffalotopia. I thought it was whimsical and creative, and I think what initially drew me to her project was the fact that she was sort of basing this off the ideas that Thomas More had with Utopia. And I loved that concept. My personal interests in art history are from the English Renaissance, so I was very interested in Thomas More and Utopia to begin with, and then seeing this come through in a contemporary work I thought was very interesting. And she chose such an interesting civilization. And so timely and important to Oklahoma, and so I really liked the combination of that.
The materials here are artifacts from Buffalotopia, which is the nation that they established. And so there's some paintings from some of their famous artists of their day and newspaper clippings of great events, as well as artifacts such as the first buffalo telephone and some carvings of hooves that show the development of their hooves, which developed from a hoof structure to a more hand-like structure with digits and the ability to paint, for instance.
Sarah Engel's project is very interesting in that it ties history, documentation, and fiction all together in a very interesting way. Creating Buffalotopia, she is creating a world for us, and then we're looking back at it on the pieces that are left behind.
The piece also includes a grass shrine, which was sort of their religion, as that was their dependent feature of their life. They needed the grass to live. It's what they ate, and it was eventually their demise. So I've recreated their grass shrine. The piece really kind of looks at this whole idea of technology moving so quickly that the end result can't be seen until it's too late to do anything about it.
I like that she was able to tie these very whimsical elements together into something that's a little bit more than whimsy. It's documentation, and it's an interesting concept, and I'm very much looking forward to watching this one go up and see how it all fits together.
Being able to make the work during the process of having curatorial feedback has been awesome, because it's helped the evolution of it in a lot of ways that it maybe wouldn't have gone otherwise. Being able to work with them has really made it more elaborate and really refined it.